Well, hi everyone. We did it. We made it. We are here. We are alive. It's the last week of Big Brother, everyone. We did it. We did it, Jocasta. We did it.
I'm so used to giving, and now I get to receive.
Thrilled, one could say. Thrilled. But hi everyone. Hello, house guests. Welcome to an After Dark edition, I guess, of Big Brother coverage at the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to our final edition of this season's coverage of
Oh.
I'm Logan Murphy. I know, I'm really sad. I'm going to play it again. And it was a manic Monday because we had an eviction, and we'll talk about it because someone left the house today.
Even though they definitely moved it from last night after Sharon Thorpe said it was going to be last night.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about it. Because when Sharon Thorpe got pissed, we'll talk about it. Because when Mother Sharon gets pissed, that's when the world blows up. Anyway, hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I'm drinking a Monster because I've got much more work to do tonight after this is done.
I feel you there.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brook, and I'm passionate about pop culture. As your former host of Manic Monday, I too am also sad. However, it's not our last day of coverage. We still got, 3 more episodes to go? So we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
We're making it through. Season's almost over. We only got a couple days left. But you know what? Everything's fine. Everything's great. Also, happy birthday, Brandon. Love you.
Happy birthday, Brandon!
And I'm drinking nothing because my dumbass forgot to grab a water before I started recording.
Proud of you.
Hi, my name is Jack. I am the resident game designer of the season. And yeah, you know what?
Do you want to own up to? Do you want to admit that?
No,
You designed the season?
that's not like my real job. My real job is masterminding. Specifically, getting the table together in like one room to make them do a competition really quick, and then from there, just like giving them some voodoo dolls to like make an episode interesting. I didn't do anything else though.
Oh, so you're the reason the swords were really heavy in this comp?
No, I mean, I did put a 50-pound weight in Vince's sword, and then I realized, oh, I put the 100-pound weights in the other ones.
How dare you?
Yeah. I specified 50-pound weight, and unfortunately, we had 50-pound and 100-pound swords, and they got confused.
Sounds about right for BB production.
Sounds like
Yeah.
And just like everything else, I didn't get water because I'm also confused.
work, Devo.
Yeah. I'm Michael. Hey. Yeah. This episode, very much like what I saw in the feeds, I was like, "Is this pressure cooker?" And Big Brother's like, "No, we have pressure cooker at home." And then this was the pressure cooker we had at home. So we'll talk about it. We have scenarios to go through as well. And actually, the live feeds today. Yes, scenarios. And lots of different to talk about. And also, the feeds were actually interesting today. Like there was a lot going on today.
Final 5 is actually interesting.
Yeah. The eviction, there's an HOH. The feeds just went down. So it looks like there's nominations too, maybe. So
Nominations are indeed happening as we speak. Although they do not matter because it's the final 4.
Right.
Well,
And I'm happy to report we have an extra special guest joining us for our final week of Big Brother coverage.
I mean,
Bow down to the food, everybody. Bow down.
I mean, I did do 1 or 2 episodes on Saturday this season.
Lana, I love you. Michael's done more Big Brother.
I know. I want you to hush right now because I don't need this from you or anybody else this season. Because this season was a struggle for me, a struggle bus. And I wanted to be here today because this is actually my final episode for the season because I will not be at the rest of the recordings. So
Lana!
I know it's crazy. Like I only made a total of 3 episodes of Big Brother this season. And out of so many. And I'm sorry for that. No, it might have been 4. It might have been 4. But I'm sorry because I did make it to 1 eviction night. So yeah, could have been 4. But you know, I'm here. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. But not on Big Brother because apparently I don't love the tea here at all because the tea was very tepid for me and I didn't like it, so I didn't watch it. But I did watch it. I kept up with it. I watched everything and kept up with everything, but y'all, I'm sorry. This season didn't do it for me like I was hoping it would do it for me. But I will say the last half of this season is much better than most end of the seasons for a lot of the Big Brothers that we have. To say we had an interesting Final 5 going into Final 4, and we still have different scenarios where people can win and take. I'm excited about that. So I'm here. I know.
The worst decision we have ever made is letting Brook have a fucking.
Yeah, Brook having the control of the buttons. Maybe a bit of a mistake.
Bad.
Maybe a bit of a mistake, but it's okay. We love it here. But yeah, I'm here.
No, I'm kidding. We do love it here. But
I'm here.
We have a full lovely panel tonight. How lovely, how wonderful. Yeah, we've got a nothing burger of an episode and a whole lot of live feed stuff to talk about with you all for this last Manic Monday. And we're going to talk all about it. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already. We're here almost all the time giving you almost all things competitive reality TV. And that's about to ramp up real quickly because as Big Brother is waning, we've got the rest of this week going on. We will be live right after the Wednesday and Thursday eviction episodes and the finale on Sunday. We've got Survivor and Amazing Race starting this week. So we will be back in the saddle doing some more lovely, wonderful, and fantastic CBS reality TV coverage. So don't you worry one little bit. And Lana and I are holding on the fort, also covering Love Island games. So if you are a Love Island fan, we are covering some Love Island and maybe some frustrations with Love Island, loving some Love Island. But we've got a lot of content going on. We've got Waffle Wednesday. You are shady for that, and I'm putting that away because I just talked about it. You are not going to do that to Lana today.
Wait a minute. I was not looking down.
Lana and I have worked very, very hard today. Lana and I have been putting in a lot of work today, and you just showed up. So you know
put it back on. Put it back on. What
wasn't meant to be shady. It's just factual. She said she's not going to be here. It was already with everyone. I don't want to say everyone and not count Lana and everyone. She said she's not going to be here.
Oh my God, Brook. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know what? I don't have to take this. Give me my pocketbook. I'm out of here.
Correct, Lana. This is correct. Correct. I support you in this, Lana. I support you wholeheartedly in this. Correct.
I'm gonna go. I only stay where I'm welcome, and apparently I am not welcomed here, so I will remove.
Oh, bye. But you know where Lana is welcome, as well as 3 of the 4 of us that are currently on screen. The Amazing Race cast assessment that we may or may not have filmed right before this live. So go check that out tomorrow morning if you're watching this live with us, because we are talking about Amazing Race, the Big Brother edition. Yes. So make sure to check out all the things we're doing. we're not getting rid of Big Brother, so don't you worry. Check out everything we're doing. Links are down below. All the lovely, wonderful, and fantastic things. If you've been with us all season, you know what we're doing. But we get into this nothing burger of an episode after a very, very happy double eviction. We were all thrilled with this double eviction outcome. Kelly and Lauren out of the house. Love it, love it, love it. Not loving it for Rachel and Will, having to deal with both of them in the jury house showing up in the same day. But, you know, it's fine. Oh, y'all. Hi, Mortician. Even late, Mortician makes it.
We love it.
Yes. We love to see it. Hi, Mortician. We love you.
I mean, if it makes Mortician know any better, we were also late. So
yeah, we were also. I was gonna say, even at our latest of times, Mortician is still here, and we love you for it.
The grand total of the season, Mortician has missed 2 episodes, and that's like impressive as fuck. So
and that's iconic, honestly. So thank you, and we thank
Mortician, you've been here more than me, so I appreciate
correct.
you.
I think Mortician's been here more than all of us, to be honest.
Probably. We love you.
And we love you just as much.
There you go.
Yes. But we come back after the lovely double eviction of Jorgensen and Lauren. And we get a bit of the rehashing of what went on in the double. And that was about half the episode, to be honest. And the other half was the HOH comp at Final Five. So of the double eviction things that we saw, the only big thing that really stood out to me, and I'm happy to have other people bring up other things. The big thing that stood out to me was seeing Vince in real time realize that Lauren was going home and still try to campaign and then immediately get shut down by Lauren. Or not by Lauren, by Ashley. And I loved every bit of it.
It was funny.
I love that moment where like he's like, oh, but if I use the veto, I'm gonna have to play it on Lauren. And Morgan's like, we'll talk about it if it comes up. Like she's just rushed under the rug. Like no, we're getting rid of, option 1 only. So
oh god, not option 1. Don't please. Sorry, no, Mike, no.
Triggering for me is soft bullying, so it's not.
So I don't ever want to hear soft bullying or option 1 ever again in my entire existence on this fucking planet. Both of those terms make me want to cry, scream, and throw up. Like,
I did that. What? I screamed at the term soft bullying. Like, I literally screamed when I heard it. I was like, say what now? I never knew you could soft bully anybody.
Because you can't, Lana. You can't.
I don't know. So I'm going to learn how to soft bully people instead of hard bullying people, because I feel like I've been hard bullying people. So I'm going to soften it up and I'm going to soft bully people from now on.
Lana,
what I did to you earlier a minute ago with the banners, that is probably the closest approximation to soft bullying.
That's just you being a petty bitch, actually.
I mean, I think that's soft petty.
No, I think that's just petty.
Petty.
No, I think that's just petty.
That wasn't meant to be petty for real.
No, I feel like soft bullying is like, Lana, I think you're gorgeous and beautiful and lovely, but I really think you should stop talking to Michael. Like, I think just like for your benefit, like, I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I promise you, not what I'm trying to do. I love you dearly, but I really think you need to stop talking to Michael. Like, he's too much of a himbo. Like, I really just think he's just not good for your game. Like, I really just think, and like, if I may not be able to work with you anymore, if you keep talking to Michael. Like, I really don't know.
That might be like, soft bullying and manipulations mixed.
But they're basically hand in hand. Like, that's really, like, soft bullying is manipulation.
You're good. You're good. I feel very soft bullied right now.
Thank you very much.
But anyway, Michael, you were saying, all right.
And scene.
I thought it was just hilarious watching Vince, agreed, slowly realize like, oh no, Lauren's going out and I'm not really with Keanu, so it's just Morgan. It's just Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and kind of Ashley. And oh no, I kind of have to stick with the judges now.
Morgan willed the judges back into life in this game. It's been dead for like weeks.
The way Morgan and Ashley have been dangling the judges over Vince's head, dangling Rachel and Will's jury votes over Vince's head for the last 2 weeks is comical, and I love every bit of it. Judges,
I laughed so hard.
Woo!
And he's probably still not going to get the votes. So
no.
He should have realized that and then gone a different direction. Like, I've lost them forever, and gone a different direction.
He should have gone a different direction weeks ago, but unfortunately, this man is too much of a pussy to do anything about it. So, but yes, he realizes in real time that Lauren is getting evicted, and there is quite literally nothing he can do. Now, what was interesting is we got the impression on feeds, or at least I did, that Vince had asked Morgan to give Lauren a sympathy vote. But from what we saw on the show, Morgan was like, no, vote to keep Lauren to save face with her. And it was Morgan's idea. And so I'm like, okay. Like, I guess it was kind of a given at that point. She knew by putting Ava up after Keanu used the veto there, Ashley and Keanu are going to vote Lauren out. That's a foregone conclusion. It doesn't matter what Vince does. Vince and Lauren have been number ones the entire game. Or whatever. Like, sure, Vince, do whatever you need to. If you need to protect that jury vote, do what you're gonna do. But the way it sounded on feeds before I watched the episode, it sounded like Vince had asked Morgan to do it, and that's not how it came across on the show. So I was like, oh, interesting.
It is interesting that he wants to help him maintain that jury vote, but maybe from Morgan's perspective, she's like, I have Rachel. I have Will. I'm gonna if I'm going to the final two with Vince, I'm gonna have Ashley, and I probably have Ava, and then that's game.
Or Keanu.
Yeah, maybe even Keanu.
Yeah,
Lauren, with how bad she feels burned, like.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelly's not voting for Vince either, so I mean, it might be a sweep. It might be a sweep.
It very well could be. I'm very intrigued to talk about it. But we get our final five. They're kind of hanging out. They're doing their thing. But oh my God, the Mastermind is here. Because apparently now he's showing up every episode after not being here for 2 months. Okay. And he tells everyone that this eviction is going to be on his hands and on his terms. What does that mean? We didn't really know until tonight, as we are currently speaking to you. But it ran as a typical week did, with an HOH and nominations and a veto and a unique eviction vote. And we'll talk a bit more about that when we get to the live feed spoilers. But we saw the HOH comp happen. Obviously, Morgan did not play because she was just the double eviction HOH, which is unfortunate because I think she might have had a shot at winning this.
She would have won.
Probably. But
historically, this competition, the flimsy stick comp has been won by athletic women. So
and Leah,
and Leah. Not too much on Leah Peters.
Not too much on Leah Peters. Love Leah Peters, but athletic women and Leah Peters. Love Leah down. Lovelier. No disrespect to Leah Peters, but
Shout out to Leah Peters, who had a very impressive performance on the RHAP Mafia over the weekend. If you
She
have
did
not
great.
watched, go take a couple hours out of your day whenever you can and watch it.
Oh God.
Some of the funniest things I have ever witnessed in my entire life. Also, you can see Jimmy and Carolyn Weiger argue. Have fun with that.
You can see.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
be
funny.
be emotionally prepared. Don't have any sort of emotional baggage going into that. Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
I'm excited because it's on my list. I had so many things to watch, and it's just on my queue. So
Oh, it's a lovely watch. Also, Say from Survivor is on it. We love Say.
Ugh.
yeah.
I needed Star on there. Where was Star?
Bring Star back. Bring Star back.
Bring Star
This is
back
why-
as soon as possible.
Mike,
Mhm.
this is why we have you on this podcast. And
Yeah.
bring Star back.
As soon as possible.
CBS, why are you playing? Bring Star back.
That's why I have a Star still in my name because of her. That's literally why I still, from last season, because I love Star. Shout out to Star. Once again, big Star fans. Huge. But yes, this is the flimsy pole competition, as Brook put it.
What else do you call this thing? It's
What
always-
Michael called it earlier, pressure cooker at home.
But like no, because at least with pressure cooker, like okay. I've been
It
using
looked like
for
pressure
long.
cooker when the feeds came back on.
Well,
I got
no,
really
I-
excited for a little
Well,
bit.
no, and we all panicked because when feeds came back on, because we got to watch this live, which was really fun actually. Even
It
though
was
it
late,
lasted an
though.
hour.
And it was also
Yeah.
late at night for
That's about how long the wall lasts anyway.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, they intended this to last a lot longer, but someone fucked up, and we'll talk about why. But yes, this is hold a sword up to a disc for as long as you can. Last one standing. You know, we've talked a lot this season about equitable comps on Big Brother and how we've really praised this season for equitable comps. And I really think this is the first time this season that a comp has not felt equitable, to me at least.
Yeah.
Like it really, and watching it live even, it really just, it was not an equitable comp. The ladies talked about how it was not an equitable comp. Like, Ashley and Ava could barely get the sword up there to start the competition. If you're having a problem getting the competition set up, that's not an equitable comp.
It seems
My
like all the
big
swords were the
competition-
same.
Yes.
My big problem
Yeah,
with
but
this
still.
competition is that historically, it hasn't been a heavy thing that's connecting the two items. It's been
Mhm.
pole with this like little bit of like almost like medical tubing that they're using to connect the little whatever thing you're holding to the end piece, and then the end piece. That's pretty much what that has been every time we've ran this comp. Hell, even last season with the stupid marshmallows, that's what it was. This like little like thin item. Maybe they were worried about it breaking, but like it's never broken to our knowledge while we've seen the competition.
And this
So, like-
thing was like it was like this rubber. It looked a little thick, honestly. Like it was weird. It was different than anything we've ever seen from the long pole push something against a little post.
Flimsy
I-
pole comp. I really
Flimsy
like that,
pole.
Brooke. I
Yeah.
really like that, actually.
It's so strange because visually and like physically, it feels like they set it up to be a long comp. But we also know that Big Brother has multiple times done things to speed up competitions in terms of making it more difficult more quickly. I feel like this is what they were intending, but accidentally made it so difficult that it knocked people out of contention immediately.
Like, Ava dropped within what, like 10, 15 minutes?
It was
Not
like 10
even.
minutes. Yeah.
11
Ashley
something. Yeah.
Ashley dropped after 30, I think. Like, Ashley did honestly pretty well. I'm really actually impressed with how well Ashley did, given the circumstances.
she said she was like sweating. She had a jacket on too. So she was like struggling to keep it up, and it was this. It's the weird position to be holding this pole into, and I just, it was
A woman was
inequitable.
not going to win this period.
It was going to be someone with big upper body, like broad strength, because that's just the position they forced them into.
We thought it would be Keanu, but how interesting.
Yeah,
not Keanu. It should have been.
I think they rigged this. I don't want to say rigged this. I think they were planning on Keanu winning this HOH. I do believe genuinely that was the goal.
I think production wanted Keanu really to go the distance because I think they really like him as a character and what a crazy winner he would be. So I can't imagine they would rig it against it. I think they were like, this is Keanu's HOH to win and take control of the end game.
Unfortunately for production, Keanu's an idiot and dropped it because he couldn't stop talking. So unfortunately for production, Keanu's an idiot and Vince won HOH.
Just to be clear, the reason that Keanu is like, okay, I think I'm good, I'm gonna relax a little bit, is because he is comfortable with Vince. The only person in that room who was targeting him over Morgan. Literally the exact opposite read that he needed to have.
Because what else is so BB27 coded than that exact opposite read from Keanu Soto?
And it's not that he was told to his face by Ashley and Ava. They were both like, yeah, we need to break up Vince and Morgan. We need to break up Vince and Morgan. We got a diary room from Ashley being like, I want to break up Vince and Morgan. I need to cut Morgan before final two. Like, that was new information we got from Ashley. She does not plan to take Morgan to the final two. And yet Keanu, well, because it came from a woman, he doesn't believe it. And so he sticks with his bro and he's broing out. And then he gets really cocky. And they did this 1 foot thing. I don't know if did they put that in the episode where they were standing on 1 foot? They gave that up really quickly. That was dumb. I don't know.
Yeah. At one point after Ashley dropped, Keanu was like, okay, when is this going to be more difficult? And they decided they wanted to try to go on 1 foot. And Vince quickly gave that up. And I was like, y'all are idiots. Like,
that was how they ended that competition last season with Leah, and I forget who the other person was in the final with that with Leah.
Mackenzie, I believe.
I want to say it was Cam.
It might have been Cam. I think it was a guy.
Oh no, I think you're right. It was Cam.
But and then that's how Leah won.
Shout out to the dogs at the crib.
Shout out to my dogs at the crib. But importantly, that was also 10 hours into that competition, 10 plus hours into that competition. Like we didn't even get an hour. This was like 55 minutes.
I was gonna say, smack off the 0. This went an hour.
Yeah,
like
girl,
babies,
girl.
And I also want to say that ruling was also decided by the players doing it. There was no mandate from production to do that. They just were like, we want to stop doing this. Let's make it more difficult so one of us loses.
Yeah. But Vinny the Lip has won his 4th HOH.
Not Vinny the Lip.
You know, Vinny the Lip, I don't want to say it's not impressive, but we also have to remember that one of those HOHs was against 3 people who were all collectively trying to throw the HOH. Another one of those HOHs was a wall comp, so I guess that one's cool. But then
that one is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'll give you the wall comp.
This one's not bad, and then last week's was pretty good.
This one I'm not impressed by. Personally, this was really just an HOH comp between Vince and Keanu who wouldn't shut up. And because again, we talked about, equitable comps, and I will say for the past couple seasons, it's been pretty good for the most part in terms of the equity of the comps. I mean, I would say the blockbuster with Will and Ashley and Keanu was not very equitable for Will. And I would say just in general, the wall comp isn't equitable, but it's not designed to be. So, I mean, I'm not mad at the wall comp. But when we look at...
But so many different kinds of people have won the wall comps. That's
correct. I will say the wall comp is one of those things where you can think you have a beat on it. And most of the time we do. But then every now and then, Jared Fields just rolls up and wins a wall comp. So you never really know who's going to win.
And every once in a while, Morgan is so confident that she's going to win the wall comp and goes out third and becomes a have-not. Like...
She threw that shit, and I am convinced she threw that comp.
Regardless.
Well, and I think there's something to do with the wall comp. Didn't Kato Kaelin in Celebrity Big Brother win the wall comp?
I believe Kato did, yeah.
Yeah, it's somebody you would not expect from that cast winning. So
and Omarosa won the wall comp.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
I forgot that Omarosa won the wall comp. Yeah. It's like the weirdest people that you wouldn't expect to win. So yeah, to that point, this was just a weird anomaly for this season that otherwise I think we've talked about all season has kind of really been a good season for equitable comps, all things considered. This one just feels a little weird. And I think of Vinny's 4 HOHs, this is kind of the one that feels this one feels the weirdest beyond week 1, which is it's a week 1 HOH where 4 people played and 3 people threw it. It really just is, the anomaly HOH. It's just a little bit weird. But the rest of this episode, I have to say, is also just weird. Rest of this episode is literally just lip service from everyone to everyone, by everyone, around everyone, behind everybody's back. It's Vince telling Ava what she wants to hear. Vince telling Keanu what she wants to hear. We do get the establishment that Ashley, Ava, and Keanu want to go to Final 3 together because, and like you were talking about, Michael, Ashley realizes, I can't go to Final 2 with Morgan. I can't go much further in this game with Morgan. Thank you, Ashley. I'm like, Ashley, win a goddamn comp, please. Win something, please. Please. Anything, please. Anything.
This is the absolute first time I think I will ever say this sentence, and probably the only time I will ever say it. This is the first time someone has ever convinced me that winning a comp on Big Brother matters. Because to me, right? And this is something that Kevin Martin said after he won Big Brother Canada 5. Spoilers for an incredible season of Big Brother.
What?
Yeah.
I was gonna watch that. Dang it.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Big Brother Canada 5,
doesn't win.
Ika, mother.
I promise you are going home.
Thank you, America. Thank you, Canada.
I think that's a season we have to. I think we have to do that season at some point for Patreon when we.
Yeah,
I would love to be part of that.
Trust me. Twist my arm to make me watch Big Brother Canada 5.
Right, honest to God, twist my arm, truly, honestly, and genuinely. But yeah.
The reason I brought it up, though, Kevin Martin said something after he won Big Brother Canada 5. He was doing the interviews significantly after. It was a couple years after. But he said, look, when I came back into the house, I realized a couple of very important things. Final 4 is not Big Brother. Final 4 is 2 weeks of immunity challenges. You win one of the 2, you're in the Final 3, and that's just the way it is, right? And he said that about Final 4, and he's like, and Final 5 is not much better. And if you look back at Big Brother Canada 5, Kevin Martin won something in week 5 and won something in week 4. I think he won all 4 competitions in both of those weeks. So when we look at where we're at now, right, and I've always kind of thought of that as that's an interesting way to look at it, and I see where you're coming from. But when I look at this, right, I think, okay, well, Vince has won the HOH, but if anybody but Vince, if whoever is not put on the block by Vince wins the veto, they can just get Morgan out. It doesn't matter, right?
Exactly.
And I'm now extrapolating that to what we now know about Final Four. So like it's one of those like interesting escalating problems where slowly but surely I'm becoming more of a believer that competitions matter, because I don't think they normally matter that much. But I think these in-game comps matter a lot more than maybe us social strategy minded people, like the way our brains tend to lend because we play these games online or have before, most of us. We don't always put as much stock into competitions. I think maybe we should put a little bit more, not much, this much more as our end. Because the casuals put way too much into the comps and they don't care about the social strategy half, a lot of them. And that's where the imbalance lies a lot of the time.
I think a good example of like competitions matter is looking at Sari Fields in Big Brother 25. Her social game was amazing, and it got her to where she was. But her and Felicia, because the comps were all physical, could not win any power. She was ready to flip the house. She was ready to take that shot, but she just could not win a comp in that in-game scenario. And if you don't get the power at the very end,
Fields in general for that. Because I mean, three of her losses on Survivor have been fire making challenge, third place, surprise final three, where she didn't win a comp.
Oh my god!
And the only reality
Micronesia
she
still
win
hurts.
is the only one I know of where challenges don't matter to winning the game.
I mean,
like,
what happens when that comp situation, you get the comps happening, and you like you said, Felicia and Sari just could not win it, so they could never gain that power. So definitely in-game competitions matter. Even if we want to say they don't, you have to have either you get the power or the person who you are aligned with gets that power. And you still got to make sure and worry if that person you're aligned with really wants to take you. Because they could be telling you that we're aligned together, but they don't want to take you.
Exactly.
So, Michael, you were saying?
Oh, I was saying it. That was kind of my point. I think it's kind of telling, and you said like when you are just trading off wins, it's kind of not no brainer, but it's no wonder that Morgan and Vince just kind of stick together in these incomes because they're just trading wins, and if they can just hold all the power between them, why would we go anywhere else? Honestly,
Exactly.
I mean, I can think of a reason to go somewhere else, and it's that you'll lose. But unfortunately, both of them think they can win against the other, and one of them is very right, and the other is delusional.
Vince.
Like
He's Vince.
The other one is Vince.
One of them is very right, and one of them is Vinny the Lip. Like, let's be real. Yeah. So, but yes, we do get the noms from this episode. Vincenzo, the mustachio, nominates Ava and Keanu because, of course, he does. Because that's what he does. And the rest of this episode, y'all, is a live feed spoiler bonanza because someone went home tonight. We have a new HOH, and noms are currently happening for Final Four. So, if you don't want to know, noms may have just happened. So, if you don't...
I thought did we talk about the fun way they did the nomination ceremony this week?
Yeah, let's just quickly mention that.
Go for it. If I didn't care.
I mean, honestly, it was really dumb, and I don't know why they made it out to be this big thing. But they had voodoo dolls of the remaining contestants, and then they put them in the center of a table. I thought it was going to be more like a stabbing effect here, but apparently not.
I think we can get there.
And placed it over here.
I think we'll get there. Just to be clear.
I think we'll get there. But to Mortician's point, yes. Are you ready? Are we breaking the news to Mortician? This is fun. So yes, someone went home. We have a Final Four. This is very exciting. So we are going to break the news to some people, I guess. So if you do not want to know who the Final Four is, we are going to talk about the Final Five veto, the Final Five eviction, the Final Four HOH, and probably the Final Four noms. So if you do not want to be spoiled on any of that, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back on Wednesday for Waffle Wednesday to talk about the Wednesday eviction episode for all of this to go down. So thank you very much. Come back on Wednesday after the episode. We will be talking about it in length. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. So Final Five veto happened. They expedited this entire process over the weekend. We thought we were getting, it was literally Friday. We thought we were getting this eviction from the Mastermind like on Saturday. We thought we were getting the eviction yesterday, according to information that Mother Sharon Tharp got, and she was real mad.
The house thought it was happening Friday because they were all thinking it was going to be veto ceremony, eviction, and that was it.
And the feeds were insane
at all, but that's what they thought was going to happen. So even then, I'm of the opinion they probably changed the schedule up on the players a little bit too, because they do give them a little bit of a rough timeline sometimes.
I'm not sure why though. The feeds literally were like all day, like they were just like twiddling their thumbs, like just
literally
waiting. Because we'll discuss what had actually happened, but they all knew what the outcome was going to be. So
everyone knew what was going to happen as soon as the veto happened. So veto happened on Friday. It was tiny veto. Love a tiny veto. And someone had predicted that it was going to be tiny veto. And someone decided that she wanted to get some extra sleep in order to be able to focus on winning tiny veto. And guess what? Someone focused on getting that tiny veto, and Morgan won the tiny power of veto.
Can we also just say, for the record, Morgan has confirmed since the double that she did indeed throw that tiebreaker to Keanu because she wanted to make sure Lauren went home. Had she not thrown that tiebreaker, she would have won the past 5 power of vetoes.
Wow.
She would have broken the record.
With this comp win, she does break a pretty long-term Big Brother record previously held by Ian Terry of the most weeks of consecutive immunity in the history of Big Brother US. One could argue she technically had it during the round that Rachel went home, but indirectly, in terms of straight up Big Brother, this week she has officially won it either way. There's no disputing it anymore. Impressive as fuck. Oh my god.
Is she currently tied, or is it just flat?
She has now passed Ian as of this round.
So she was tied as of 6. And with this veto win at 5, she broke the record. I did see that as well. So
fifth round of consecutive safety.
Yeah. So Morgan won the tiny veto. Morgan did not use the tiny veto.
She shouldn't have.
Correct.
Because Ashley would have gone up. So correct. Which means Ashley Hollis made Final Four. Ashley Hollis made Final Four. Somehow, some way, I don't know how.
From the shower to Final Four.
By having a good social game. By weaponizing her position in the house to the best of her ability.
By weaponizing her JD and not her BFA. But yes, Ava and Keanu were the final noms for the week. The eviction happened tonight. It happened a few hours ago. We're not
11 a.m. I think house time. Like it's
in the morning
because they've had the veto ceremony, the eviction, and the HOH during the time feeds are off. And feeds are off for like 6 hours. So
so we're not exactly sure because the Mastermind talked about it being a unique eviction. I don't think we know the full story as to exactly why it is a unique eviction yet. Whether it is an eviction vote, whether there was speculation that there was a competition involved. Brook, I assume, knows more tea about
Can
this.
confirm it was a vote.
Okay.
So like a normal eviction vote in terms of like the way the actual thing carried out. They haven't talked about how they voted. I'm betting you it probably has something to do with the voodoo dolls. That's like the only thing I could really think
I was
of.
thinking, would they take a needle and stick it in the voodoo doll?
That would be cute. But importantly, though, we did know it was going to be a vote as of yesterday, because during the little mastermind spiel for the HOH, he did say it was going to be a unique eviction vote specifically.
Sure.
So as far as what actually happened, we'll have to wait till Wednesday or see if they talk about it on feeds. We haven't seen anything, but it was a vote officially. It
was a vote. And I'm going to safely assume by a vote of 2-0. I'm going to safely assume at this point. And if it wasn't, I'd be genuinely surprised, honestly.
I would be upset at either Morgan or Ashley, whoever did that.
Correct. I'm going to safely assume by a vote of 2-0, Keanu was evicted today from the Big Brother house. What the fuck, Keanu? You're gone!
What the fuck, Keanu? You somehow got 5th?
Correct.
And didn't even leave through a normal eviction just in the middle of the week. You know what?
Yeah.
On a Monday? That, you know what? That is literally the most Keanu thing that could have fucking happened, is getting evicted on a fucking Monday.
You know, the last person who got evicted halfway through the week was, I believe, Sam Bledsoe. So this makes a lot of sense to me.
And you were saying, Jack?
Well, you know, the other person that got evicted before the end of the week, somehow the frenemies share the distinct privilege of being evicted, leaving the house not on a Thursday night. Somehow, I hate this game. I hate what it does.
You know, this is Big Brother. And they are really big brothering right now. And it's really starting to be funny. Not ha-ha funny, but funny.
Funny, weird.
Weird funny.
Like, you know what it sounds like when someone is laughing and they're having a mental breakdown at the same time? Like, exactly. That's the type of laugh.
Yeah, so we have our final four of the Cheat Mance, Ava, and Ashley motherfucking Hollis. They played the HOH comp today, and it is the HOH comp that Keanu had been preparing for, aka Giant Dice.
That is what we have. That is basically what they have said it was multiple times, for the record.
I just want to be clear. This comp was played 2 times in Big Brother 16 and 17 and on Celebrity. This is not a standard comp for them to pull out. So the fact that not only Keanu was practicing for it, but it actually appeared and it's at the Final Four, I believe that something was told to them of like, hey, this
that's
is probably
suspicious. That's weird. But
it's also worth noting.
I really think, and this is just me, I think they expected Keanu to win the HOH, right? So when they had this HOH prep, they went ahead and started working on the dice for this competition. And because he didn't win the HOH or the veto, they had already made the dice for the comp. And they're like, well, I mean, we kind of have to use it now, I guess. So have fun. And the crazy thing is, this is the first time in a hot minute the Final Four HOH has not been a booth comp. It's been.
I was gonna think it'd be like What the Bleep or something, or like
right, because it's normally something akin to What the Bleep.
Yeah.
What the Bleep for the veto, please, Ashley. Can win that.
Ashley could win. What the bleep?
Also worth noting, Keanu was pissed that it was Tiny Vito at Final Five. He was just like, oh, whatever. He was throwing a tantrum around the house and everything. So no luck with the comps for Keanu.
Oh no!
Oh no, Keanu didn't get the comp he wanted. Oh no, that's so unfair.
No.
How unfair.
No.
It's not like
No.
multiple weeks in a row he's had multiple comps that have like supported him.
It's not
And
like
she's
he's
like, oh, well, there's the time.
It's not like he didn't basically single-handedly make it to this point by winning a bunch of competitions that had been put in place for him to be able to stay in the house. It's not like that happened or nothing. No.
No big deal or anything. No, not at all. But yes, Giant Dice was the HOH comp. We found out today that the Final Four HOH guaranteed going to finale night will have a shot at the final HOH is Morgan.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I'm mad at this, but it does worry me. That is all. If a certain person does not win this veto, I am scared for a certain other person. And I will say, as of about a minute ago, literally.
Yes, we do have noms. Noms did feeds just came back. Nominations did just happen. Ain't nobody here gonna be surprised whatsoever. Guess what? She didn't put up Vince.
Because Vince takes her to the end and she wins.
I was like, she doesn't have to. She beats everybody there. So it doesn't really matter who she sit next to if she makes it to the end. So
Also, Final Four noms don't
mean nothing
at all.
They mean nothing.
It's
I
about
think
the veto.
one time ever where the nominations of Final Four actually mattered. This is not one of those times. So,
yeah.
And like, even then, they didn't matter that much, even when the times where they did matter. Like, Big Brother 14. Like, that's the only time I can think of a time when Final Four nominations actually mattered. And like, and also, shout outs to Big Brother 14, an underrated gem of the season. Highly recommend you go rewatch 14 if you haven't recently. But, yeah.
Let's hope.
Well, here's the tea, Mortician, because we have to talk about the elephant in the room that people may not know about. About an hour and a half before we started this recording, Vince was talking to the camera and said that in order to separate his game from Morgan, instead of evicting Morgan, if he has the vote at the eviction this week, he will be evicting Ashley. Because he wants to separate his strategy from Morgan's strategy. Now, I would like to clarify, this was a offhanded comment made by Vince. I hope he is not telling the truth. And I also fully believe that if this is even a remote consideration for him, Morgan is going to talk him the fuck out of it and or use the veto and put him up instead and get him out of here because she wants Ashley the final three because she does not want to be the person that turned on the judges because she wants those votes from Will and Rachel.
Correct.
Now, if Vince were to do it without her approval, Vince would be the one that turned on the judges and not her, but we see where we're at. I sincerely hope and pray this Final Four veto is a booth comp and or some other competition that Ashley Hollis can win, because I cannot imagine a world where our final three are Vince, Ava, and Morgan. I can't have a final three without Ashley.
Here's the thing. I think with what we know of typical Final Four vetoes, Final Four veto is typically a day's comp. The person that has been studying the most is Ashley. Ava has not been studying. Vince and Morgan have been studying a little bit. Ashley has been studying the most. Ashley knows what to do here. If she can just get it together, and it's a comp that at least if she can get days down, and there's at least some, like, if she can get the physical part of the competition down, she has days. She has days down. I am not worried about the days or the elements of the game in Ashley's mind. That is not a worry for me in the slightest. I just need her to get every other element of that veto comp down, and she'll be fine. That is what I'm. If she can win this veto, take Vince out, she has a genuine shot at winning this game. That is the move. That is the move. Like, that's all she needs to do. And she knows now that is what she needs to do. I'm sending all that good energy to her and just hoping for the best at this point.
And I know it was an offhand comment, but like, I'm hoping Vince is not serious about cutting Ashley, because then that would mean he betrays Morgan. That means that he literally had nobody he literally was behind nobody. He literally was not true to anybody, not even his final two's wishes. Like, he literally was true to nobody. And I think that would just sink his game. I mean, his game's already sunk, but like, sink it more than it was already was before. It would be a poor strategic move. I think Vince. I don't think Vince can win against anybody, honestly. I think he's dead in the water, but sadly, he has a lot of power. This person who's not going to win has a lot of power.
And can confirm that on the HOH iPod, the HOH iPhone, we've leveled up now. Morgan has chosen a Paramore album. She has taste.
Wait, which one?
Riot.
Winner pick. Sorry, Ashley. Period.
You know, as a Paramore girly, we love to see other Paramore girlies succeeding.
Obviously. Hello.
Yes, of course.
So, if Vince goes through with evicting Ashley, just to mentally count through the notes, Rachel, not going to vote for him. Ashley, at that point, absolutely not going to vote for him. Will, probably a hard no. Kelly, by the way she was talking, probably a hard no. Whoops, that's 4 votes. He does that. He loses pretty much to everyone. I would consider that probably over Ava too, because people are just going to be so annoyed at him. So, yeah, no, Vince basically can decide between losing or losing harder, which unfortunately for him, he's manifested those really, really bad, no, I don't have any good options kind of move, because yeah, you have no more good endgame.
Well, I mean, it's entirely his fault. He's misstepped almost every HOH he's had. So,
I mean, look, the way I think about it is pretty simple. Okay, he is for lack of a better term, the Liz Nolan in this situation. And look, Liz won a lot of competitions, right? She was a good competitive player, right? Outside of being in a showmance, which even then that's debatable, they've played pretty similar games, all things considered, only Liz was far less pathetic. And when you really look at it, I'm not going to say Morgan is on the strategic acumen level of Vanessa Russo, right? But this really does feel like a similar group of people to the final, I'll even say final 4 of Big Brother 17, where Ava's that like Johnny Mac kind of character of like, I'm quirky and blah, 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 and the fans like me even though I'm not 100% a good person. And Ashley fits into that Steve role really well. And Morgan fits into the Vanessa role really well. And I think Vince is Liz in the situation where Liz wouldn't have beat any of them in the end, right? Now, the interesting part of Big Brother 17, Vanessa didn't win in the end.
Nope.
We're going to have to see if Ashley can find a way to get these competitions done and dusted I mean, hell, we can also say the same thing about Ava. If for some reason Ava wins this veto and she's in the final 3, Vince would be out in this situation, I do believe, is what we have been told. Ava or Ashley could win this season if they take out Morgan. Because I was doing a response, one of those things of like the Twitter poll people post of like who's most likely to win, blah, blah. And one of the questions they had was, who wins in these jury scenarios? And I really thought about it. Ava and Ashley is going to come down to whoever cuts Morgan.
And Ava and Ashley is the most unique and different scenario currently, and the one that I think is very, very interesting, potentially to look at. I do love. I just, my friend sent me a tweet from Mel Brown. Shout out to Mel Brown. But Mel tweeted, Xavier won the final 4 HOH, Taylor won the final 4 HOH, Chelsea won the final 4 HOH, now Morgan won the final 4 HOH. Enough said. And then I'm gonna shout this person out. At Flows Like Ocean quote tweeted it and said, so did Bowie Jane.
Fucking Bowie Jane.
The physical reaction? That none of that was
So did Bowie
staged.
Jane. So did Bowie Jane.
Fucking Bowie Jane.
So did Bowie Jane.
Fucking Bowie Jane.
I just can't. It's too good. I had to share it. Shout out to at Flows Like Ocean. It was just too good. It was fucking Bowie Jane.
Bowie Jane.
That is a lovely trend. Xavier, Taylor, Bowie Jane, Chelsea, Morgan. Lovely
We
trend
love
of Final
fucking
Four
Bowie
HOH
Jane.
winners. Yes. Great company, girl. And fucking Bowie Jane. But we shall see what happens. Does anyone else have any fun, lovely, wonderful, and or horrible things they want to talk about from the feeds?
No, I just want Morgan to win. That's just me. And
Well, that spoils my last question, Lana.
oh, well
So-
then go ahead.
Well, I didn't know whether Mike wanted to talk about option 1 again,
Oh gosh.
No, stop that.
Who's this?
but I will start with Lana then. Lana, in question and answer, your question is, who would you like to win PB27 and why?
Morgan, because I drafted her and I thought that she was an amazing gamer from the very beginning. And so
Wait.
I would like
Sorry, I thought I was muted. Fuck, sorry.
not that. But yes, but I would not mind seeing Ashley win either, because why not, Ashley? Thank you.
Period.
And I thank you.
Thank you, Lana. Michael, in question and answer, same question.
I would like to see Morgan win. I think she's really fought for her her way there. She's been like up for eviction and the target multiple times and saved herself multiple times. I think for like chaos or for interesting, it'd be fun if Ashley wins, cuts Morgan at the final 3, and it's her versus Ava. That would be really fun. But I do think if Morgan wins, she's deserved it. She's really fought her way to her position. It's kind of a similar trajectory to Chelsea last season, where like midway through the game, completely like went out of the power position to the bottom of the house, and she's like slowly fought her way back up to that power position. So I think that has to be noted. It's a very similar win trajectory that Chelsea had last season. So I think if Morgan takes it, I think she's earned it.
Thank you, Michael. Jack, in question and answer, same question.
Yeah, no, Morgan, 100%. She has played the best game in terms of basically all aspects, in terms of social, in terms of physical, in terms of mental. She's played a really, really strong game and put herself in a very good position to where she almost should win unanimously against basically everyone. And that should be rewarded.
Thank you, Jack. Brooke, in question and answer, same question.
I'm going to be different. I really want Ashley to win this season, like, badly. Part of that is because Ashley's on my draft team, and I would love to win the draft. But also, just in general, I think Morgan played very strongly in the back half of this season. I think outside of taking a slightly long shower, Ashley has played phenomenally from top to bottom this entire season. And even then, it was a 30-minute shower. So I don't think Ashley has done anything in this game that I've looked at and I'm like, wow, that was a bad move. Morgan has. And I do think had Zach still been in the house a little bit longer, I don't know if Morgan would have been able to do what she has done in these past few weeks. I really don't think she would have. Again, this is not a knock on her as a player. I think she has played a phenomenal game since week 6. Coincidentally, he went out in week 5. That's all I got to say about that. But when I really think about it, Ashley has just played a phenomenal social game. And, we don't talk about
Logan, what did you do? Logan,
We don't talk about him. We don't talk about him.
Logan, that just took me for real. It came out of nowhere. I'm sorry.
My internet crashed.
Yeah, we know. We all crashed the fuck out over it.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You good? We need a fan moment. Everybody need to take a minute.
Oh gosh, finish your thought,
You need
please.
to breathe
Brooke.
into the paper bag.
Oh, please finish your thought, Brooke. Please finish.
Okay. What I was going to say, we don't really get to talk about people who play this game and don't win a ton of competitions and succeed. And, we have never, ever, since the introduction of a second competition on Big Brother, had someone who has not won an HOH win Big Brother. It hasn't happened since Dr. Will. And that was before we even had the video, right?
Right.
But, again, Final 3 HOH is a thing, so she may still win that HOH. But Ashley has really shown us this entire season that if you make the right moves socially, you don't need to win competitions, right? And I really want to be able to close the book on this season and say, there you go. That is proof that you can play this game incredibly and not have to win all the time. And I hope it would shut down this conversation about people needing to be comp threats and comp beasts to win Big Brother. Thank you very much. This is not the challenge.
Okay. Logan. Same end question and answer form. Same question to you.
Thank you, distinguished panel of judges. No, I don't do this very often, but I'm gonna agree with Brooke. I really would like to see Ashley win this season. I think Morgan would be a very deserving winner. I think Vince, I would get the win based on, I think he would. I think it would make more sense than Ava. I'll say that much. But I really think, given the game that we were given of this season of Big Brother, I think it would be so antithetical and so correct for someone who won a single veto in week 1 to win a season of Big Brother that was so heavily dominant and reliant on competitions. I think that would be such a big FU to CBS. I think it would be so. I would love to see it. I think it would be so iconic for Ashley to win at this point one competition and win this entire season. Now, I would like to see her win maybe at least one more. We've done some comparison of her game on this podcast to Paris from BB Can 6, and I really think that comparison stands very, very true. I think for me, what I always love to see in a Big Brother player is a strong social and strategic game. Yes, competitions do matter, and yes, competitions do matter in the end game of Big Brother. But if you don't have a strong social and or strategic game, you are not going to win Big Brother, point blank, and the period. And I think Ashley Hollis has the strongest social game of anybody left in the house. She has navigated this house flawlessly after one of the most tumultuous starts to a season I have seen a house guest have in a very long time. She should not be in this house. She should not have made it past week 2. And yet she is sitting in Final 4 in one of the best positions she could possibly be in, with an almost guaranteed spot in Final 3. And if that doesn't tell you how good of a social game and how great of a position she has constantly put herself in week after week, day after day, minute after minute of this game, I couldn't tell you what does. I think Ashley winning this season, she would not necessarily be one of the greatest winners of this game of all time. But I think she would be the single most unique winner of BBUS we have ever had. And I think it would be so cool to see her win.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I love how you just spoke with such conviction on that. And it made me believe you. I really do agree with you. But I also have to say, I don't think Ashley had the most tumultuous start of a season that we've ever seen anybody come back from. I think she had a rough patch. It was a rough moment. I wouldn't even give it a rough patch. She had a rough moment because we will not talk about anybody having a tumultuous start when Taylor Hale is still very present in our minds as a start. I agree with you. Yeah. She had a rough patch. She had a rough moment that she caused herself. But I think she did. But did she play a really great social game? Absolutely. I will never take that away from her. She played an amazing social game. But I don't think it's as her taking a long shower is not as detrimental as like a tumultuous start to a game. She just really had a rough moment that she quickly got out of.
And I agree with you. That's why I said one of, because I definitely think of, especially of the modern era, I think Taylor definitely had obviously the worst.
Yeah, nobody had a worse start than her.
No, nobody. And that's
nobody has ever had a worse start.
And I agree with you. That is inarguable. I think Ashley had definitely a really, really rough start. And for her to even be in jury, I think is commendable. For her to be in Final 4 as well.
She definitely put herself in great positions within the people of the house. So I definitely give her that. I could, if she wins,
one of the roughest starts, and I definitely think one of the most unique situations and one of the most unique winners we will have ever seen. And the big difference, if we're looking specifically at Taylor versus Ashley, if she does end up winning, the main difference is Taylor won comps. That's really what the difference here is. Ashley had to rely on her social and her strategic game, and Taylor did that as well. And Taylor did a great job at that. And I've seen a lot of people online today discrediting Taylor Hale's game, and I'm not about to sit here and do that because I will never discredit the Big Brother game of Taylor Hale, because Taylor Hale did play a great Big Brother game. But Taylor won comps. That really would be the big difference for me between Taylor and Ashley's hypothetically winning games.
Yeah.
That would be the big difference there. So
For sure.
But we also have to look at it from the other perspective of, yes, Taylor had granted, a much stronger physical game than Ashley, but we look at it the other way. I mean, Ashley has only been on the block, like what? This is now, I think, her 4th time on the block this season, right?
yes,
After she was on the block in week 1, she wasn't on the block again until week 8.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is, you know, and especially considering she was thought to be the Kirsten of the season, the easy house target that we can get out in week 1, that nobody's going to ruffle any feathers over because one tiny little thing went sideways, and that's something we're going to hyper focus on and get this person out of the house. But that's not where we're at here with Ashley. And I think looking at her game and looking at how she's played, it does, and granted, I am not trying to compare the adversity that the two of them had in the Big Brother house. Let me make that clear.
Neither am I.
Nor
will I.
I know you're not.
Yeah. But
we just had a gorgeous conversation about the cookout and Taylor and all of that in the Amazing Race cast assessment that we did.
Love Mother Taylor Hale, would never, ever try to compare anyone to Taylor Hale in the adversity department. But I will say, in terms of social positioning, I would argue Ashley's has been stronger because we have to remember how Taylor got into the spot where she was at. She was going to go home in week 3, and then the leftovers happened, and they pull her in because she was the last person they could get us for a number, right? Now, granted, did she take that ball and run with it once she had a foothold in the house? Absolutely, right? But Ashley built these connections while she was the house outcast. And Taylor did that too. Taylor had connections with Joseph and with Michael and Brittany before the leftovers really happened, and kind of with Monty a little bit. But here, Ashley, while she was on the block, while she was already the outcast, and granted, a little bit of this happened after the veto, gets close with Jimmy, gets close with Rachel, gets close with Will, gets close with Mickey, with Morgan. And suddenly, coming into week 2, Ginny was the HOH. She's not coming on the block. And then she doesn't touch the block again until week 8. And even then, she's a replacement after Morgan wins the veto because they want to make sure that Mickey or Vince will go home because no one's going to vote out Ashley. How does that happen? Like, she's, oh, God. She might be one of my favorite Big Brother players now. Just like plain and simple, because I think her game is going to be so underrated by people who haven't been keeping up with feeds. And also, evil dick. I'm talking directly to you. There is a very low chance you will ever see this. But I want to make something very clear. On socials today, you posted a picture of 2 clowns. And then the caption was an Ashley and Ava final 2. Sir, you won Big Brother because America made you win. You did not win Big Brother because you are a good player. In fact, if America's Player didn't exist on your season, you would have went home in what, 10th place? Or 9th place? Whatever place Dustin got. You are not a good Big Brother player. You are one of the worst winners we have ever had in the show from a gameplay perspective.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3.
He's
and
a
even
bottom
then,
3.
I have him bottom 2. I have one person beside him down there that I think is just a little bit worse. Which I'm not naming names. But you know who I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But who'd you say?
Adam.
Did you say Adam? It's not Adam.
Oh.
It's not Adam. We'll talk after the recording. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. We don't need to hear your opinions in 2025. Bye.
Okay.
Evil Dick only won because Eric Stein is a really good player. So
Correct.
So
well,
I do think you have a good point. I think Ashley kept herself safe through her social game. Morgan had to win comps. If she didn't win those veto comps, she would have been gone. Which, I mean, there's power in that. It's weighing the two. And y'all have made really good arguments for an Ashley win. Hopefully she can make those arguments herself at a final 2.
I just think both ways are good ways. I think they both play really good games, just different ways of getting there. So both of them are very deserving over the other 2 left in the house.
Oh.
So there we go.
Let me make it very incredibly clear. I would like a black woman to win this season. Period. Yeah, obviously. But that's beyond the point. So, with all that being said, we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, because we literally said this isn't going to take long, and it took long.
Well, we started talking about scenarios, and then we got passionate, and then I gave a really great soliloquy about Ashley motherfucking Hollis.
Are we gonna do a draft update before we head out? Because we did have an eviction.
Oh wait, no, we actually should do a draft update because I think it's really funny the way that the draft has landed. Actually, so we are going to. Period. Actually, yes, Black Girl Magic. Period.
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 I know.
Also, thank you, Mortician. I appreciate it. So, yes, with Keanu's eviction, it means we are down to our final four of Ashley, Ava, Morgan, and Vince. And the funniest part about this entire situation is who has drafted those four people.
I just thought that.
Yep. So Ashley was drafted by Brook.
Pick number
Morgan.
1, Ashley Hollis.
Morgan was drafted by Lana. Ava was drafted by Jack.
I'm gonna win.
And
That's
Vince
great.
was drafted by me, which means that the four hosts of this season's Big Brother coverage are the final four in the draft. No, we didn't plan this. Yes, this is really fucking funny.
How could we possibly have planned this? Like, look,
I don't know,
record,
but I
for the
don't
record,
care.
it was
Fuck
a
you,
daily-
Esme.
I
Love
look.
you, Esme.
I read the auras, and I knew exactly who I was going to draft and who was going to make it far.
You know what's
Why
you know
did
what's
you let me pick Vince?
I didn't want
What?
Vince. Are you fucking kidding me? That man just has a blood red aura. It's bad.
Yeah, I'm
I
aware.
wanted him more than Kelly, but like not by much, if I remember correctly. But yeah,
Well,
so
I'm still-
tune in to
I'm
see
still
which
in
one
the
of us
draft.
will add another W to our record on finale night.
I probably Lana.
Probably Lana.
Probably.
Michael, you were about to say something. What did you say?
I was gonna say Keanu. I mean, the other one was Ashley, but Keanu and Ashley were like my top two picks also. So if I picked Keanu, this would have been the final five. So
Literally.
Esme had Keanu, so interestingly enough, Esme was also one of two people to have two people coming into the jury. So if that tells you anything as to how things have changed very quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
And Esme had two of the three men, and I had the other one.
Mhm.
And somehow, I have the last man standing. And we
Yep.
did not think that was going to happen.
Is he standing?
I kinda did.
I mean, I'm not
Remember-
surprised.
remember preseason? I liked Vince. I thought Vince was going to
We
do
all
well.
did.
I was like, Vince, he convinced me. I was like, he could do really well in this season. And he did. I mean, he didn't play well, but he made it far. So there's that. But so is life. We are the final four.
Oh my god,
Jack-
Final Four!
Final four. Logan, you want to make an alliance?
Yes.
Okay.
Jack,
Because
you want to make
quite
an alliance?
literally, because quite literally, our people are in a showmance, Lana.
Right.
Jack, you
We
want to
made
make
the
an alliance
alliance.
that can't win competitions?
No, your aura is wrong. No, I'm out.
My aura is wrong. Okay.
And on that note, we're gonna get out of here because we've got sleep
To
that
do.
needs to happen.
Mhm.
Because for some people here, it is after midnight. So thank you for joining us for this lovely, wonderful, and fantastic live stream that we did here today. We will be back on Wednesday and on Thursday and on Sunday, but not Lana.
We love you, Lana.
But if you want more Lana content, don't you worry. Check out basically everything else we're doing on this
Everything
channel
else.
because Lana is everywhere on the channel. So
I'll be present.
check out Yes, omnipresent, everywhere and nowhere,
All
all
at
at
once.
once.
Absolutely.
Make sure to check out everything we're doing here at the Cup TV.
Everywhere.
Correct. Make sure to check out everything we're doing here at the Cup TV and across the Cup Network. All of our links are down in the description below. Audio podcast, Patreon, social media, where you can follow us. All of the links. Cup mug, Lana G Creations, Etsy.com. All of the things. And with that being said, from way outside the Big Brother house, I realize this isn't my last send-off because I will be hosting the finale. So that makes me very happy. But
Oh, can I do it since this is my last one?
yes, Lana, of course you can. Yes.
Okay. From way outside of the Big Brother house to never to return again. This is the Cup TV, and we're going to get out of here. Love only yourself. No one else, just yourself. Cheers, y'all.
Except for Rachel Riley.
Well, love Rachel, but yeah. Cheers, y'all.
Yes.
Bye.
Cheers. Good night, house guests. Bye.
Bye.